mean, it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
That's why we still wear Jordans instead of LeBrons.
Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. I hope you all are having a truly fantastic day today. Welcome back, my people. So this is a video that LeBron James fanboys, we're going to talk about your fake king. So you saw the clip at the beginning. This was during Game 4, the Lakers versus Minnesota. And you see Anthony Edwards shoving LeBron James. I would say you see Anthony Edwards challenging LeBron James. And to me, this exposes the lack of killer mentality in LeBron James. This exposes why killer mentality is important. Because could you imagine if Anthony Edwards was shoving Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant like that? Could you imagine what the response would have been? And this is the problem with LeBron James. So I'm sure everybody remembers in 2003, Kobe's 55-point game against the Wizards with Michael Jordan. And here's the thing that people rarely actually mention. And I understand, the game was kind of like, some people saw it as a passing of the torch from Michael to Kobe. And, that game kind of made a lot of people feel good, and that game added to, was another story of Kobe Bryant, because if we all know the story of how that game came about, I believe the previous time they had played, the Lakers had played the Wizards. I believe the Wizards won, and Michael Jordan made some kind of remark to Kobe saying, you can wear the shoes, but you will never fill the shoes. And the story goes, Kobe Bryant didn't talk for 2 weeks, wouldn't talk to his teammates in practice. His teammates were like, what is going on? Phil Jackson told his teammates what Michael Jordan had said to him. And so everybody knew that Kobe was like in this hyper-focused mode. So the next time they play Washington, Kobe drops 55 points. But here's the thing that people don't really bring up. Kobe dropped 42 points in the first half. He dropped 42 points in the first half, only 13 in the second half. And the difference is Michael Jordan guarded him more in the second half. Nobody brings this up. Michael Jordan guarded Kobe Bryant more in the second half, and he only had 13 points in the second half. 40-year-old Michael Jordan, again, took it upon himself to guard Kobe Bryant, and Kobe only had 13 in the second half. This is a 40-year-old Michael Jordan. The reason I bring this story up, because, it really shows the competitive nature of both of these guys. But it also shows that Michael Jordan, still at 40, was capable of playing some lockdown defense. At age 40, he was still capable of doing that. He still would do that. He still was willing to take on that challenge. So when I saw Anthony Edwards shoving LeBron James, just really kind of punking him, in my opinion. It was like shoving him, letting them know, hey, I'm here, letting them know, like, yeah, what are you gonna do? And the way the Timberwolves came back and won that game, with LeBron James scoring 0 points in the fourth quarter. This is 0 points after Anthony Edwards had kind of been shoving them all game. You know, matter of fact, I believe the commentator actually said something about it. You know, so Anthony Edwards has been shoving LeBron all game, you know, challenging him, and LeBron James scores 0 points in the fourth quarter. You know, I don't recall LeBron James ever taking on a challenge to guard Anthony Edwards, saying, okay, it's like that, then I'm gonna lock you down. But to me, this is a clear example of why when people try to dismiss having a killer mentality as if it's not that big a deal, it is absolutely that big a deal. It is absolutely why LeBron James has 6 finals losses. It is absolutely why 2011 happened and Jason Terry and J.J. Barea was able to run all up and down LeBron James, using him like a doormat. This is the reason why, because LeBron James does not have that killer in him that flips a switch that says, no, I'm not going for this. Not just I'm not going for this, but I'm the dominant one here. LeBron James does not have that in him. And so, you know, the other thing I want to quickly mention, I didn't really want to take the time to do a whole video on this, is JJ Ridiculous in the press conference after the game. One thing he said in particular was, we played well enough to win. First of all, he took no accountability. You know, he took no accountability whatsoever for saying, hey, yeah, I made some coaching mistakes during this game. You know, I should have did this or did that better. But he said, we played well enough to win. And when I heard him say that, I was thinking to myself, no, when you play well enough to win, then you actually win. When you play well enough to win, that means you win. If you didn't win, then that means you didn't play well enough to win. You can say we played hard. You can say a lot of things. But what you cannot say is, I thought we played well enough to win the game. No, you didn't, because you didn't win the game. If you had played well enough to win the game, you would have won. You lost, meaning you actually didn't play well enough to win. You lost, meaning LeBron James had another crucial turnover at the game, at the end of the game, just like he did a couple of games ago. So yeah, my people, this is just going to continue. As you're listening to this video, the Lakers are getting ready to play tonight. And, you know, hopefully the Timberwolves go ahead and make what Shannon Sharp was saying true. Shannon Sharp was just talking about the wrong team when he said it. He said Lakers in 5, but he meant T-Wolves in 5. So, so hopefully Anthony Edwards and company go ahead and close out this game and, you know, send LeBron and them to Cancun. They can go fishing. They can do whatever. If the Lakers lose, I'm sure we'll hear something from LeBron James on Twitter, you know, probably doing something to keep some attention on himself and draw attention away from the people who are still in the playoffs. You know, it's typical LeBron James type stuff. But anyway, we gonna hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think of Anthony Edwards shoving the king around the court? Do you think it was just part of physical play? Or do you think it was him directly challenging LeBron James? Like, hey, I'm here. You can't run me over. You can't dominate me. I'm here to dominate you. Fanboys, we don't care what you think. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. All right.